Hello again, hi. I'm finally going to touch up on my, and one of my gods. We've already gotten a couple of them before. I'm pretty sure you've already seen, Nebel and Death and Life and those. But it's time for the water god. Um, Also, the footage in the background is with me and Rain, uh, or Bread, I guess. But me and her playing Animal Hospital together, I'll probably add more footage like this and maybe do an entire video of just that. Of just me, Rain, and Revan playing it together. Anyway, this is why I couldn't name Bread, you know, I couldn't name Bread Revan. Not Revan. I couldn't name Bread Rain because Rain was already taken by this god. His name is obviously Rain. He is actually the closest thing to a full story out of any of my gods. Because here's the thing, he was never supposed to be a god. There's a reason why he actually has two different forms. Because guess what? He wasn't supposed to be a god. Someone else was supposed to be. Except for my actual, god of gods messed up and accidentally turned him into a god instead. I don't know how. But I did an entire story about it. I don't have the story anymore, sadly. So I'll explain it to you later. Probably, let's just explain it to you in this video. Screw it. Um, after he gets turned into the thing, he tries to come out and immediately falls over. Because, he's been a fish. It's Luca. It's a Luca thing. Like, it's not. We're not gonna be doing that. But after, they get up on their feet, throughout the time that Rain spends going through the motions and all that, he is constantly accidentally bullied. Not on purpose. It's never on purpose. No one would ever bully Rain on purpose. Except for maybe, Six. Six is a different guy. I'll explain to him in a different video, not right now. But after all that, he eventually gets a really bad nightmare. He wakes up again to see his partner at this point. I'm not gonna explain them because I'm gonna explain them in the next video that I do. But yeah. Anyway, this is what he looks like. I'll also explain the rest of the story real quick. After that, he eventually is his partner teaches him how to speak, how to walk, how to function like any normal person. And eventually, he meets the other elemental gods. I do need to explain that part of my story too, but I'll explain that later. But he meets the other elemental gods, and God of Fire kind of bullies him a little bit, and he just breaks down because he's been dealing with so many things. He breaks down and runs away with the god of Earth and obviously his partner, comforting him. The entire story just ends with, oh, crap, we were all being actually dicks to you. No one likes sex. No one likes sex. Sex sucks. But, yeah, it's a very simple story. Eventually he does get fully accepted into the gods and all that. But here he is. He's just a silly little guy. He's obviously the god of water. If he's not the god of water, then actually, we're insane. He He was actually very interesting. He used to be completely emo, like emo goth, that kind of outfit. But I eventually changed it to him just being goth in some ways. Like every now and then you'll see him wear earrings. Every so often he'll wear like an extra bracelet or scarf or something. But he always does have the fishnet on his tail. It is annoying as all hell with all that. Oh my god. Anyway, this is what his fish form looks like. Oh yeah, this is another reason why Brad had to be so different. Because when we were designing Brad's character, the stuff that she gave me was that she liked eels and colors and, water. And that she wanted to be named Rain. In case can't tell, yeah, that's why we had to go down an entirely different route. Because I already had a character that was everything Rain wanted to be. And he had too much, significance to my story to just remove and hand over to Rain. So, Brad exists now.